Underneath the icy beauty of Greenland lies a history marred by pain, cultural erasure, and control. A story rarely told, but one that deserves to be heard. Welcome to Talk Maniac, where today, we dive deep into Greenland's hidden scars and Denmark's troubling past. In 1951, Denmark began an experiment that would separate 22 Inuit children from their families. These children, chosen for their potential, were sent to Denmark to learn the language and assimilate into Danish culture. The plan? To create a modernized elite who would lead Greenland into a new era. But what really happened was heartbreaking. After spending 2 years in Denmark, these children returned to Greenland but not to their families. Instead, they were placed in orphanages, far from their loved ones. Many lost their ability to speak Greenlandic and could no longer communicate with their parents. The psychological impact was devastating. Stripped of their identity and culture, many of these children struggled in life. Some turned to substance abuse, others became isolated and aimless. Denmark's apology came decades too late, in 2022, when Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen admitted the program was inhumane and cruel. But for most, the scars remain. Greenland's dark history doesn't end there. In the 1960s and 1970s, thousands of Inuit women and girls were subjected to forced contraception. Without their consent or even their knowledge, Danish doctors implanted intrauterine devices, IUDs. The goal? To curb Greenland's population growth and reduce the financial burden on Denmark. Girls as young as 12 were targeted. Many were left with severe physical pain, emotional trauma, and lifelong infertility. This tragedy, known as the spiral case, was only exposed decades later. Today, many victims still seek justice. In 2022, a joint Danish-Greenlandic commission was established to investigate these violations. Yet, for many, the damage is irreparable. In the 1970s, Denmark's policies uprooted entire Inuit communities. Fishermen from coastal villages were forcibly relocated to cities like Nuuk, where apartment blocks awaited them. The plan was to modernize Greenland's fishing industry. But for those displaced, the transition was devastating. Struggling to adapt to city life, many fell into poverty, alcoholism, and depression. Entire communities were lost, and with them, centuries of traditions. Before 1953, Greenland was a Danish colony. Its resources, like fish, oil, and rare minerals, were extracted to benefit Denmark. Even after becoming a Danish county in 1953, Greenland's autonomy was limited. In 1979, it achieved home rule, followed by expanded self-governance in 2009. But key areas like defense and foreign policy remain under Danish control. Today, many Greenlanders question their relationship with Denmark. While Denmark provides $618 million annually in subsidies, this dependency is a double-edged sword. It funds essential services like healthcare but also delays Greenland's path to full independence. Greenland's scars have fueled a growing independence movement. Many Greenlanders believe that acknowledging the past is the first step toward a free future. However, independence comes with challenges. Greenland's economy relies heavily on fishing, which accounts for 95% of its exports. But beneath Greenland's icy surface lies untapped potential oil, gas, and rare earth minerals crucial for modern technology. These resources could one day make independence viable. As the world's eyes turn toward the Arctic for strategic and economic reasons, Greenland faces new challenges. In 2019, former US President Donald Trump proposed buying Greenland, sparking outrage among its people. While it sounded absurd, the proposal highlighted Greenland's growing geopolitical importance. Despite its painful history, Greenland's story is one of resilience. Its people are reclaiming their identity, preserving their language, and demanding justice. Today, Greenland is charting its own path, balancing tradition with modernity, and striving for a brighter, independent future. Thank you for watching Talk Maniac. By uncovering stories like Greenland's, we honor the voices of those who endured and ensure history is not forgotten. What do you think about Greenland's fight for justice and independence? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more untold stories.